site. It's called Play Judgey. It says you judge books by their covers, then we judge you. And I really like it. It pulls from GoodReads, which is why I did that little post about do you use GoodReads the other day. I was just curious if any of y'all's covers was in there. Was I going to run across them? Because I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings if I didn't like your cover. So you just hit play and it gives you 10 covers. And I mean, I have a different standard than most people, and that's not a bad thing. Not everybody likes my covers, I'm sure, and I don't have to like everybody else's. The first time I played it, it told me I was very judgy, that I didn't know what I liked, but I sure as heck knew what I didn't like, and they're very right about that. So I just thought it'd be fun to kind of go through here and talk you through Play Judgey. So they're going to serve up to 10 book covers in a row. I'm going to slide the stars and rate the book based off its cover. Then click Judge. The Spa. What I don't like about this cover is the font that's used up top. I like how they use the 4 women and it's kind of, blurry like it would be in a spa. I like the colors, but I definitely would have done the text completely different, and I'm not sure what that graphic is behind the main title. A snowflake? I don't know. So I'll rate this one. I'm going to try to rate in full stars. I'm going to do a 3. This cover, I've seen this before. It's actually because I get on Amazon so much and just try to look at different covers, who's doing what, what catches my eye, and I really like this cover. I like that how they used the bird to display the main inset of that graphic. I like how it is balanced. There's just as much blue as there is gold almost. I like how they put a novel right here, how it fits in. I look for what I call natural space for text, and that definitely classifies as natural space for that text. I love the unique font that they used. You don't see it on every other book cover, and you shouldn't see it. It should be specific to the book, and it does a good job of speaking to the book. And I also like how the author's name is not in the usual bottom center location. I mean, there's definitely times when I've used that in covers, but I try to stay away from that, and again, use natural space like what they did here. I'm going to give this book cover 5 stars. It says close-ish, and I think that's based on what other people judge it at. I don't know. Okay, haven't seen this one, The Painter by Peter Heller. I love how they used a concept. The concept of the cover speaks to the title, and that's what they did here. They used a canvas, and I think it's a good cover. I would want to read the back to find out more. Okay, Hand to Mouth. And this is a basic cover where they did use natural space, at least. They did that part. But it's too close. It's too big. The title's too big. Again, I'm just not a fan of putting a strip of a solid color, then throw some text on top of that. I'm just not a fan of that personally. I feel that they could have really done more with this, with that title, Hand to Mouth, that there could have been some great negative space concepts used. It just could have been more appealing. An interesting title, though, Living in Bootstrap America. That's good. I'm sure the content's great. Book cover, not so much. I'm going to give it a 3 just because it's at least clean. At least you can read it. Okay, different kind of book cover. Sophie Kinsella writing as Madeleine Wickham, The Tennis Party. I'm not sure why this is getting more play than this. So I don't like this cover at all. I don't like the graphic. I don't like the placement. It's just distracting. I don't like it. Apparently not many others do either. Okay, I love this right off the bat. I love this. I love the yellow, the cut out look of the speech bubble, the handwritten text. I love it. I think it's just a great cover. Catches my eye. Well, I probably should have just given it 4 stars, but I I like yellow. The Twins of Tribeca. I just don't really have a lot to say about that cover. I don't know. You know, it's like there's a market for these kinds of covers, but for me personally, I don't like it. But I'll give it a 2. Columbine. Well, I think with the nature of this subject, that a stark minimalist cover is not a bad idea. The subject itself is so heavy that you really don't have to say much about it other than just to say Columbine. I mean, there could have been maybe some other things graphically that they could have done, but this is a book that I would read not based on the cover. If I was interested in the content, I would read it regardless of the cover. I like that. More happy than not. A mesmerizing, unforgettable tour de force. National Book Award finalist John Corey Whaley, author of Noggin. I like how they fit a novel right here in that T. Easily recognizable as the smiley face symbol. It's good. It's a good fun cover. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't give out 5s too easily, so I'm just going to stick with a 4. Wow, it's got a lot going on there. I see what they did. You know, they use like different letters from supposedly, you know, different food ingredients. It's just very stark. I may have at least done a gradient or something in the background, but I mean, winner of the Pulitzer Prize, I'm sure he was thrilled with the cover. Me, not so much. Oh, okay, judge me. All right, I'm pretty fair. I like some things, others not so much. Your consistency is consistent, and we like that. You're not bad at this. So I hope y'all enjoyed that. I like it. It says I got an 86% accuracy. Again, I'm not really sure who they're judging me against. I don't compare my standards to other people's standards. So that part doesn't really interest me. But I do like seeing the covers, just have them pop up, and I have to rate them. I like that concept. Have a good night.